guys, I thought I would do a really fun products I've hit pan on video. I've seen several people do these and I thought it would be interesting. I always enjoy watching them. So let's just jump in. Let's start with eyeshadow because eyeshadow is fun. I've hit pan on the ColourPop Stereo eyeshadow. And it's just a burgundy and it has shimmer like gold and red shimmer in it. It's mostly red shimmer in it. But I mainly use this on my lower lash line. So these aren't a major accomplishment to hit pan on because the pan is not very deep. But you really wouldn't want there to be a ton of product in these anyway, because I would assume that they're going to dry up since they're cream faster than, you know, a lot of other products. And then I have another one which I absolutely adore, the ColourPop Super Shock in Mixed Tape. This is gorgeous. I like to wear it all over the lid. It's like a lavender taupey shade. It's so pretty. That's one of my favorite type of shades to wear. Oh, I just love it. And after I hit pan, I just kind of like quit using it for a while. I probably will put this in a project to get it used up at some point because I do not want to see this one go bad because I absolutely adore it. And then the famed MAC Painterly Paint Pot. I have hit pan on this bad boy. I haven't been using this for quite a while. I just kind of quit using it as a base because I have been obsessed with a color tattoo. But I do really like this. I think this would work for most anybody as an eyeshadow base. It's really nice. And then the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Black Orchid. I've hit pan on this. This one I've been using with a brush since I have these fingernails on. I've been using a brush. And I like to use this type of brush. It's kind of like a crease brush, but it has a really small, it's a small crease brush. So I can, you know, what I would do is just swirl it around a little bit and then apply it to my lid. And it made that beautiful, beautiful little circle. I don't know why I think that's just like the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is. I absolutely love this. Let me use this brush to get some and swatch it because I get my fingernails all in this. It's really so beautiful. It's similar to the ColourPop. This is the Black Orchid. And then the one in Mixed Tape is a little bit lighter. This is a little bit more burgundy. Oh, but it's so pretty. I just love it. I just can't stop with this thing. I just absolutely love it. Okay. And then a powder eyeshadow I've hit pan on is the Wet n Wild Nutty, which I love this too. I don't own the MAC shade in Satin Taupe, but I've heard this was a dupe for it. I don't know, but this is gorgeous all over the lid, I think. Oh, it's just so pretty. I mean, these are $1. Then that's full price or 99 cents or whatever. It's so worth. I think everybody needs this in their stash. Okay. And then one that was kind of weird is the Makeup Geek Whimsical. It's one of her fooled eyeshadows. Now I hit pan on this, but as soon as I hit pan, it kind of flaked up and I had to use my finger and push it back down. So you can't, you know, you can't see any pan in it, but I hit pan on it because I like to use it as a inner corner highlight. And I use just a very tiny amount and I'm using a brush, you know, after using it for several months, I hit pan. But like I said, these kind of tend to flake up a little bit. So you kind of have to push it back down. These are really best used with your finger, but since I use it as inner corner highlight, I like using a really small brush. And then I have some face products. This one is, it came out of the Kevin Kwan 2014 sculpting book, or the first edition of the sculpting book. It's his sculpting powder. And it's one reason why I wanted to go ahead and film this video, because some of this stuff is going to get used up before long. Anyway, this is the Kevin Kwan sculpting powder, and I use it today as a contour. And then this one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's from her contour kit. It's the shade in Fawn. And I have been using this as a bronzer with a big fluffy brush, like all over my face, just to warm it up. I like this for that. I did use it when my skin was more tan. I would use it as a contour, but as I lost color, I found that it worked much better for me as a bronzer, and I really, really have been enjoying it. Okay. Then I have a couple of drugstore powders. This is the Maybelline Dream Wonder, and this is in the shade Nude. I use this, or mostly used this last summer whenever I had more color to my skin, and that's whenever I hit pan. It didn't take long at all to hit pan on this. I do enjoy this, especially for the warmer months when I'm more oily. And then I have the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder, and this one's in Light. And I hit pan on this sometime last year, I think it was. I was using this to set my under eyes, and then I just kind of quit when the whole loose powder craze, you know, started, and I started just using like loose powders that I had in my collection to set my under eyes. But I really need to go back to this and get it used up, because I did enjoy it. It is quite nice. It's really, really smooth and silky. It's an elegant powder, I think. Just as good as high-end powders. And I also have the Lancome Dual Finish Versatile Powder Makeup in Matte Buff 2. And I hit pan on this last winter and never did finish it up. This powder has a scent to it. It's perfumed, so if that bothers you, I wouldn't bother with it. But I did really, really enjoy this the time I was using it, and I do. It's a theme. I need to go back and use these up. But I'm currently working on this one, which is the Smashbox Photo Filter Powder, which this is, at the moment, with my current skin tone, my favorite powder to use. And I have hit pan on it. I don't know if this right here is pan too. I just don't know. It's kind of interesting. It seems like the pan might be shaped different. Anyway, I'm super excited about this. I really like this powder. It's super expensive. It's $42, which is ridiculous. But quick tip. You can buy HSN, the Home Shopping Network, or hsn.com. They give out, or they do promotions where they send out like $20 off of $40 coupons very regularly. And you can follow Nuevo Cheap and different, you know, bargain bloggers, beauty bloggers that post a lot of bargains. If you're interested in trying anything from Too Faced or Smashbox or Benefit, they have those brands on HSN, and this is one of the ones that, you know, you could pick up there, $20 off. You know what I mean? That's just a side note, quick tip, me to you. But I do really like this. I think this really does. It's called Photo Filter, and it does something. You can definitely tell when I have this on and I'm filming, it just perfects the face better than anything I've ever used. I mean, it doesn't have that same effect in person. It is nice. It looks good. I like it. But as far as perfecting, it really comes across on camera. Okay, and then I have the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in the shade Light. And I hit pan on this last summer. I was really digging this one last summer. Or last winter. I do really like this powder, but I wound up purchasing the Smashbox one, and then, you know, that's the one I'm focusing on to use up. This one will probably be the next one if I get to it before my skin deepens like it always does in the summer. I do wear sunscreen, but I still get tan. Anyway, I do really like this. This one has a lot of coverage. So if you are a powder foundation type person and you have more normal to dry skin, this will be perfect. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Okay. And then I have a concealer, the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. Mine's in SC2. It's just like a pan concealer. It has a more yellow tone and a more salmony tone. This one I have to use with a brush, or I have to dip my finger in it, and you have to warm it up, I think, before you put it on your face. But this is really nice for face blemishes. And how I hit pan is, when I first purchased this, I was really into using it for the redness I had on beside my nose, because I found this lasted longer throughout the day than a more creamy concealer did. So I like this. And the Becca Photo or Under Eye Brightening Perfector. I have hit pan on this. I have used this and quit using it and using it and quit using it. I have went back and forth with this product so much. It's not something that I could be like recommending to everybody, because it's different. It really is a different type product. When I like it, I really like it. And when I don't, I'm just indifferent about it. But it does have the brightness to it. It's just a really odd texture. And you have to be careful of what you put on top of it. You know, it's not something you're just going to slap on every day and go. You have to think about it and, you know, pay more attention to what you're doing when you're using it, if that makes sense. Okay, and then I have a couple products that I don't have the one I actually hit pan because I've used them up. The Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten in medium. I used one of these up this past fall. This medium shade is perfect for me when my skin is more tan. And it's my favorite summer like powder. I just love it. I think it's beautiful. It adds coverage, and it just looks really good on me. The medium shade. I found that the fair shade pulled too pink. The one I purchased was pulled too pink on me. So that one's I'm passing along to a friend, but I do love the medium. It's just perfect. And then I have the NARS Laguna Bronzer. I used up one of the minis of this last summer. I love it, especially when my skin has more color to it. I feel like it's just easy. Don't have to think about it. Throw it on and go. Love, love, love this. And I can't wait till I get more color and I'll be using this. I would be excited to see how far I could get with this summer. And then I had used up a deluxe sample of this powder. It's the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. And this is in the shade medium. And this is another one. See, you can see the rings in this already. I used up a mini of this, and then I bought this and was using this when I had more color to my skin. This doesn't add a ton of color, but now if I use it, it acts as a bronzer, and I'm working on a bronzer to use up. But this is really a beautiful, beautiful finishing powder. It doesn't add much coverage or anything, but it does set and perfect and the face. It does set, set your makeup, and then help perfect your pores, fine lines, stuff like that. You feel me. I've been talking too long. Anyway, I do really like this powder too. I guess I am a powder fiend, apparently. Anyway, trying to not buy anymore and just focus on the ones I have at the certain times of the year that I can use them. But you can only use them up one at a time. So anyway, I love yins. I appreciate yins. What have you used up? Let me know, and I will see you real soon. Bye.